Welcome to one of my first vlogs of the year, 2025. A lot of new stuff going on this year with my business, aside from, new business ventures. It's kind of the same operation, but just on a bigger scale. More employees, more machines, more jobs, of course, more social media. Starting the day off bright and early. It's Saturday. Gotta go to the job sites every single day. There's a lot of contractors out there that say, should not go to your job sites. If you have to go to your job sites, you don't have a business. Well, my jobs are custom. And even though we have designs, I still like to go to my job sites to make sure stuff's getting done right and to make sure our production rate is still, on track. All right, so it's 7:15 right now in the morning. The guys are already at the job site. One thing that I do is the schedule is already sent the day before. So yesterday evening, they get the schedule as to where everybody's going, which is pretty much, the job that they're working on. Our jobs are kind of big, so they take a couple of weeks, couple of months at a time, but I still like reminding them where they're going. The guys are at the job site. We're here pumping diesel. We're gonna hit 3 job sites today. It's gonna be cool. So a lot of people ask me, how did you get started in this business? They think that I went to college or I went to school for some of this stuff because they see the size of my jobs. It's logical to think that somebody that does that, $400,000 jobs, $500,000 jobs, like an architect degree or something like that. I went to college for like 2 months and I dropped out. To be honest, I've been doing lawn maintenance and landscaping pretty much my entire life. My dad's been in business since like the 80s, man. Like, I was born in 97. As soon as I graduated high school, went to college for 2 months, dropped out, went straight to working for my dad for about 3 years. And that's where I learned a lot on how to run crews. But my dad never did concrete. He never did, any like big jobs. He would do plants, mulch, big landscape jobs, but no hardscape. I wanted to get into hardscape, so what I started doing was I started, taking pictures of the jobs at my dad's business. Obviously he didn't care. I'm his son. I would take pictures of stuff, or I would get little side jobs, from people that I knew. Just little by little, I started getting jobs and getting jobs and getting jobs. That's how it started, literally. Little by little, one job at a time, a landscape job, a driveway job. Then it starts slowly moving into the bigger stuff, like a full remodel with the outdoor kitchen, with the fire pit, with the patio cover. You can't start off at the top. You have to start off, little by little. You have to get the hang of it first, because aside from learning how to do sales, to run the business, find the right guys to even do the work, you still have to figure out how to build some of this stuff. To me, it's easy now, but when you're first starting out, if you don't know, you just don't know. And it can be hard for you to sell like that sometimes. So you gotta take it slow, a couple of years. And then I got really serious about it, got my contractor's license, started hiring the right guys, started buying trucks, equipment. And right now, I have 9 full-time employees, not subcontractors, full-time employees. 3 machines, got some trailers, got a bunch of stuff going on. Rely only on one job, and honestly, even if you have a job on contract and you haven't started it, I would still not rely on it. You always want to have like an ace up your sleeve, or you want to just be flooded with jobs and potential jobs ready to start, because these jobs, they don't take a week, they don't take a couple of days. If a customer has a change order, they add a portion of the project, and you have to hold off on something until you can get them the pricing, until the material comes in, you have to jump to somewhere else. You have to have little filler jobs that take maybe 1 to 2 weeks. Might have to start an entirely different job. So setting expectations, having a lot of jobs up your sleeve is very key in this business, because you always run into something. Especially with these bigger jobs, there's always something you run into, and you don't want to get caught where you don't have anywhere to send your guys, because then you have to send them home. This is the pool right here. It's 25 by about like 14. It's not that big of a pool, but the space did become a lot bigger. There was like all these weird elevations, there were these old plants. We removed all of that, really opened up the space. We got the cool Baja ledge right here. Got some holes for the umbrellas. Pretty deep pool. I think it's like about 5.5, 6 feet, which is standard nowadays. People don't go, deeper than that. And then the spa, I think it's big. It's like I believe it's an 8x8. You can fit, quite a bit of people in there. And we're doing all limestone here. Similar to a job we're gonna go see later today. It's all limestone. So what happened was, my customer didn't know what kind of flooring to go with. So I took them to that job to see the flooring. They loved it. They decided to use that here. We have some of it staged already right here this is the pool coping. So this is similar to the one we just did in Anaheim, but it's a little more finished, a little more high end for the pool coping. to stand out from your competition, what you have to do is offer designs. There's a lot of companies out there that are hardscape companies, or they claim to be, you know, outdoor living space companies. They don't offer designs. First type of person that gets to a job is a designer, somebody that obviously knows what they're doing. You know, if I'm a homeowner, I'm getting ready to drop over 100 grand on my backyard or my interior, obviously going to consult with somebody first, right? So have that in mind when you're trying to get into this business, because people don't just blindly hire people, especially if they're, you know, people that have money and have wealth. They're not going to blindly hire somebody. I designed this whole space. I designed the pool for them, the layout of the pool. And when you're designing stuff, you always have to take into consideration the functionality and how they want to use the yard, right? So up against the wall, there's not going to be too much going on. We have just a planter going here, and we have a walkway this way that goes around the pool. But over on that side, that's where all the fun is, right? You have the spa on that side, kind of a little bit far away, not too close to the doors of the house. Right here, we designed a patio cover with an outdoor kitchen in here, fire pit area over there, and then all of this is just usable patio space. You kind of got to look at the property first, decide where to put the plants. You don't want random things in random places. You have to, I like to open up the space. You know, you don't want to make it feel small, you want to make it feel bigger. Trick to doing that is throwing stuff, you know, to the outsides. Like for example, that spa. If that spa was over here, the whole yard would feel a lot smaller, and then now you have this kind of awkward space on that side. You know, what do you put there? The main entertainment area is over there, closer to the house, not too close to the neighbor's houses. So this was my first big purchase. I got this thing brand new from the dealership back like in 2018, 2019. I just made the last payment last month, which is a good feeling. A good 60, 70 grand finally paid off, so this truck is completely mine. It needs a new wrap right now, don't judge me. We're working on it. I'm talking with the company about rewrapping it, but it's a good feeling. Completely paid off. And then my other Ram over there, that one I owe maybe like 5 payments on. Another good feeling too. All right, so we're going to job site number 2. That's where I have the tile guys at, Huntington Beach. It's a pretty cool job too. It's a fire pit, bench, outdoor kitchen. Not that far away, so that's where we're going next. All right, so job site number 2 is what's considered a high-end job. When I was giving him a bid, he told me straight up, dude, I have like 4 other quotes aside from yours. You by far are the most expensive one. I've gotten prices half your price. I've gotten prices, you know, just under yours. At that point, when you start getting that kind of stuff, you have to justify your price. I know there's like a lot of sales game out there that says, oh, don't justify your price, you know, let your work speak for itself. If somebody's telling you that, they're asking you, you know, why are you more expensive? And what the customer said that helped him decide to go with us was my sales game, which is my sales process. You know, it's when I have a quote, I don't just email it over. I present it to them in person or through a Zoom call. And what that does is, you know, you're having the conversation with them, then you're answering any questions that they have. This job involved a lot of tile work, and he had a lot of questions regarding the type of tile work that we do. You guys know about tile, we 45 all of the corners, we do all of that stuff, which is why my price is expensive, because, you know, 45ing takes a lot of time. It takes blades, because the blades finish very fast when you're doing those kind of cuts. We got the job. He also said that he saw our quality of work on Instagram, which is super key to anybody that wants to become a high-end contractor. Is you have to show off your work, and you have to be known as the guy that does quality work. You don't want to be known as a company that is just, you know, low price. When you're low price, you have to do low quality work, and if you're stuck doing low quality work, that's all you're going to attract. Compared to doing high quality work, you attract more high quality customers. For example, that other contractor that gave him a price, you know, that was half of ours, that guy is doing, it's a new community development, right? They're all new houses. That contractor is doing like 4 or 5 other houses in that neighborhood. But if he's charging them half the price of what we're charging, he has to do 2 jobs to make what we're making on 1. A whole completely different type of customer that you start attracting when you do the high quality work. Charge what's fair. You know, we don't overcharge, we just charge you what's fair for the time that it takes to do the entire project, because, you know, tile is not fast. And especially when you're doing countertops in tile. This guy's fire pit's all wrapped in tile. His seating bench all wrapped in tile. His barbecue island, the countertop is completely all wrapped in tile. And that takes a lot of time. You know, you can't charge low for that, because then you're gonna lose your ass. Job site number 2. This is all Italian porcelain, large format. I believe these are 18 by 36. They're pretty big, pretty time consuming to set them down because you need the concrete base, then you need thin set, mortar bed, and then thin set again. We're pretty much almost done. We're doing these last cuts by hand. You see our cutting station right here. Our towel saw broke down a couple of days ago, but we're pretty much almost done. But let me show you these super high details right here. So you see this bench is completely wrapped in tile. Got all these 45 cuts along the whole top right here as well. We're gonna have one big, large tile that sits here. One piece is gonna be right here. Watch these corners right here. This side right here, all 45. Same thing right here, all 45. You might see little imperfections, but that's how tile is. There's no other way around it. Tile is not 100% straight. If you go to any like public restroom, airport bathroom, bathroom at a restaurant, you pay attention to the tile on the backsplashes, no tile is perfect. Same thing on this barbecue island, completely wrapped in porcelain, 45 all the way around. And then of course, you got our pine wood strip light right here that we do on almost all of our projects. Grill right there, mini fridge over here, garbage disposal over here on this side. And yeah, this one's looking good. We have a spa in the corner back there. The customer just had that delivered the other day. And all this grass area is gonna be a nice putting green, maybe about 2 or 3 holes. It'll be pretty cool to enjoy. All right, another reason why you have to be quality work, to not cut corners, right? So for example, a lot of contractors, when you have an AC unit, they don't want to remove the AC unit when you're doing new paving. This is included in our price. So there was this big AC unit that goes here, was removed right there. And when we're done, we're gonna set that back here on top of the new tile, and we're not gonna go around it like a lot of people do. Whole sidewalk here was poured by us as well. There was one like this, but just the elevations were like really off. It was weird. Customer wanted to just re-pour the whole thing. And then now we're getting ready to give them a bid for the front yard. For example here, I'm talking about high quality, low quality work, and high quality prices, low quality prices. You can see across the street. So that guy that's doing that over there is the guy that gave our customer the bid for half of our price. And just look at all the garbage they have at their front yard. Crazy. Yeah, and they had a similar pile of trash right here, but we kind of told them, you guys gotta clean this up, because then it looks like it's our trash. And the thing is that it's not even trash from these job sites. It's trash from other job sites down the street, because that guy's doing a couple of jobs in here. There's buckets of plants. There's no plants here. Where's that trash coming from? It's coming from other job sites. So they're paying their workers to load up their trash, drive here. They're paying them to unload it, which is right there. And they pay them again when they're leaving. Once they're cleaning up, you pay them a third time to load it up, and then you go dump it. Doesn't make any sense. I get like 90% of my work directly from Instagram, which is why in the Pinewood Masterclass, I'm heavy on posting, showing off your work on Instagram. So the job we just left right now, job site number 2, that one came directly from Instagram. It's barking up 100 grand right now on the total price. And the one that we're going to, job site number 3, this one's at around 400 grand. And same thing, directly from Instagram. You have to put yourself out there because you never know who's watching. And if you're scared that you don't know how to make videos or you're just not used to it, I did not start off knowing exactly how to do videos. I would always post for like 2 years, posting my work, but nothing went viral, whatever videos, right? But that's because I didn't have a strategy. Once I learned a little bit more about social media and I started kind of, studying the videos that would go viral within our industry, I came up with my strategy, I applied it, blew up pretty much all of my social media. And now, thanks to that effort that I put in, I don't have to pay ad revenue, or I don't have to pay ads, which occasionally I'll do here and there. But when you're so booked out, like right now, we're booked out till maybe like March or April, I probably don't have to run ads all of January. Maybe I'll start running ads in February. Social media will completely change your business. There's a couple of guys in the Pinewood Masterclass applied the strategies that I've taught them about social media, and they've completely changed their business. They get a whole different type of customer now. They don't get a whole lot of tire kickers, and people are hiring them because of the quality of their work, not because they're low price or low quality or cheap price. If you want to completely change your business, focus on the marketing, the branding, and focus very hard on the social media. didn't get to record too much at our last job site. There was an unexpected, pretty extensive meeting with the homeowner. Since we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the job, you know, there's just very minor details to do where we're just giving like a walkthrough on everything. But that pretty much sums up my day. You know, wake up, go to the job sites, check on stuff that the guys are doing. It wasn't easy getting to this point. You know, I'm like on year 7, year 8 in my business, and even then, you know, stuff still comes up. Nothing's easy. Nothing is ever easy, but we get shit done every day. Very important to go to your job sites every single day. Show up so your guys know that you're there, that you're watching everything that they're doing, so they don't think that they can, you know, just slack off and not get work done. Very important.